Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In my previous episode, I've taken up a cloud theme and explained all my thoughts around cloud transformation, strategy, ROI, migration. I hope it helps you to get a high level overview of what are the aspects you should consider when you move towards cloud. It's always a journey and you need to have a lot of lessons learned towards this journey. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about optimization. Yes, cloud cost optimization. Let's discuss this. Cloud optimization. Whether you have just started using the cloud or you've been doing so for a long, you've probably seen how difficult it can be to figure out where your money goes and what drives your expenditures. Cloud optimization for me, how better you reduce your cloud resource waste by carefully select, deploy and scale your resources only when you need. Clear? It's very simple, but you need to have a lot of focus on this. So instead of cost savings that you might expect from working in the cloud, your costs may potentially increase. I think most companies are not even able to recognize this aspect. This can be beneficial in some cases. For example, if your company is fast growing, but without proper cost visibility, you won't even know, isn't it, why your costs are rising and what you can do to reduce them. So let me share my thoughts around this from my previous experience. If you wanted to manage your cost optimization strategy, let's understand these aspects. Find unused resources. You always need to look for where are the idle or unused resources, which is the easiest and simplest approach to reduce your cloud expenditures. So ask your administrator or a developer. They are the one who would generally spin up some temporary servers to do certain tasks and then fail to shut it down once the task gets over. You might come across such kind of scenarios. Let's say another common scenario, when you are an administrator, forget to delete some of the storage from your instances which are being terminated. So understand how do you find unused resources and take care of them. 2. Identify your idle resources. See, understand one thing. If you wanted to address your idle resources, which helps you to lower your cloud computing expenses. Either it can be your CPU utilization which keeps going on for a while, or maybe you found some of the idle instance which is not being used for 1 to 5% of the time. It's a big waste, right? When an organization receives a bill for 100% of your complete instances, why are you going to pay the bill which is not being used? So identify such instances and consolidate those jobs and understand those are very, very crucial for your cloud cost optimization strategy. So ask your administrators. They are the one who run multiple data centers and they have a goal in place that they wanted to always have a low utilization, so that they understand when there is a spike in traffic or when it is a busy season, so they can identify the lower utilization aspects. And it's difficult and expensive and inefficient if you wanted to add a new resources in your data center. So that's the reason why they go with the cloud, so that it offers auto scaling, load balancing, maybe on-demand capabilities, which allows you to scale up and your computing power whenever you need it. So understand how do you find out idle resources and take care of them. The other aspects, heat map. Heat map is nothing but you have to have a complete visual representation of your all resources. Okay, when there is a demand peaks and when there was a dip happen in your instances. So it will help you to understand how do you determine your cost cutting from when you wanted to start and when you wanted to stop. Right? So for example, let's say you have a development servers, you can safely shut it down in weekends. Right? These are one of the example for how do you visualize the end-to-end instances, what you manage at your cloud. Right sizing. This is another aspect, very important. Sizing is always matters, right? So understand how you need to analyze your all instances and modify them, to the most efficient sizing, right? It will definitely help you to, leverage a lot of cloud optimization strategies. And, you just need to only pay for the instances which you really use. So do a proper sizing of your instances, which helps you to minimize your costs. The other one, reserved instances. See if you can spend some time and invest on the reserved instances, because that's mainly used by any business who wants to, maintain their business on a longer run. And they are very bigger in savings because you're paying in advance and committing, to a certain amount of time. So savings from reserved instance will be always high, and if you're really looking for the optimization aspects. So since you can purchase the reserve instance for 1 or 2 or 1 or 3 years, understand, analyze your past usage and properly prepare for your future. The other aspect, spot instances. It's not same as what I just told about reserved instances, but it will help you to save more money on your either AWS or Azure, the bills. So spot instances, they're, it's like an auction. They're always up for auction, and you can purchase it, immediate purpose if the price is really suitable for your business requirements, right? So opportunities, there's a lot to purchase on the spot instances, and you can vanish it, very swiftly. So they're ideally suitable for, any batch jobs you wanted to test or a compute, or you wanted to, run some of the large intensive, aspects. I think, you can leverage the feature of spot instances. The other, aspect, understand what is multi-cloud versus single cloud when you talk about optimization. So to avoid vendor lock-in, some of the businesses, they're really looking out for multi-cloud solutions. But yes, this is a very good, viable technique for you to enhance your availability and uptime. But at the same time, you have your own business risk, losing out potential volume discounts for a single, cloud provider. Let's say you are a company who wants to spend some $500,000 on AWS, $300,000 on Azure, and $200,000 on Google. It may not be able to reach the 1 million, with just one vendor, isn't it? So you have to have a significant discounts on overall cloud spend and understand what is your preferred status on the particular vendor. So this will definitely represent some of the value of 1 million, you can save it. So understand, switching between different platforms will have its own administrative, challenges, and you have to pay for the network traffic across all the clouds. And you need to have a proper back and forth of, talent and training aspects within your cloud teams. These are all some of the issues which might also impact your cost savings aspects, if you want to look for a multi-cloud strategy. So keep a proper strategy around this and understand how do you go about it. Just to conclude my thoughts, yes, cloud holds always great potential, no doubt about it. You can achieve cost savings in the cloud also, as long as you pay attention towards your cloud cost optimization. Lastly, no cloud optimization, project what you are handling at your organization level is effective unless if you don't involve all your parties on board. So involve all your stakeholders in the board and understand what is their buy-in towards, your cloud as a overall journey. So have a proper cloud center of excellence teams. If you don't have it, you start building those center of excellence teams and understand how do you follow one of the best standards which cloud offers, and see what are the best practices you can leverage, and also do you have a proper cloud operating models which are in place. So cloud cost optimization doesn't have to be complicated, but it does require a lot of disciplined approach which helps and really establish some of the good right sizing habits, and it helps you to continuously drive some of the insights and actions, and definitely it lower your cloud bill. I hope this helps I've shared my thoughts at a high level to see if you can go and align your existing approach, what has been there in your organization. All the very best. Please like and share my videos and also subscribe to my channel. Thanks for your time. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you.